Hello, everyone, and welcome to Centennial High School for CTN's coverage of the Section 7 4A baseball tournament. It's the opening round as the number 2 seeded Centennial Cougars host the number 7 seed Coon Rapids Cardinals. Joe Young and Howie Shapiro beyond first base for this afternoon's action. And Howie, a Cardinal team that's trying to turn some heads here at playoff time.
Yeah, you know, anytime you come in at 5-15 against a team who comes in at 15-5, you know, you've got that we have nothing to lose but everything to win attitude. And I think when we were at the banquet last night, I think a lot of the players were kind of exuding that. You know what? We're 0-0. Let's go out and get it. And I think, you know, if they play, they've got the talent. If they play flawless baseball, they have a great opportunity here tonight.
Ian Wynn leads the team in several categories, including batting average. He leads the team off from center field. Antonio Manos is on deck to start the ball game with the freshman Jared Fearing hitting in the 3 spot. Sam Halverson, the left fielder, hitting cleanup. Mark Manders, then Jack Vlacity, the pitcher, hitting 6th. Patrick Wright, Lucas LeBrant, and finally Ricky Petroff, the catcher, in the number 9 spot. And this is a team that has had its struggles at the plate.
Yes.
Hunter Belting, strong left-hander, starting off the playoffs for his Centennial squad. And he shut the Cardinals out in the one meeting this season. He did give up 4 hits, 5 walks, but he had 6 strikeouts. And more importantly, pitched 7 scoreless innings. Brady Ivory, Danny Howell, and Brendan Hemmer are patrolling the outfield for him. Will Whalen and Vinny Rye are on the right side of the infield. Xander Street is the shortstop. Jordan Newpower is at the hot corner. And behind the plate is Caden Kleba. First pitch starts Ian Wynn out with a strike, 0-1. And this one fouled back out of play, and quickly Belting ahead in the count 0-2.
No, Belting comes into this game with just a little bit over a 3 earned run average, and he's had a pretty nice season. And you know, as you talked about, the lefty gave them some trouble in that first meeting. He's looking to repeat here this afternoon.
This one chopped down the first base line, fielded by Whalen. He'll step on the bag, and there's one gone.
It's going to come down, you know, really both teams, but Coon Rapids has had their issues with errors in the field. It's going to come down to them, too. Also playing some clean fielding here this afternoon.
Well, they got to get on base.
And they do have to get on base.
They need to get the bats going, something that has really not happened often enough or in long periods for this Cardinal squad. Antonio Manos was 2 for 3 against Belting first time they faced the Cougars. Chops this one foul back to the backstop, 1-1.
Yeah, he steps to the plate hitting .268, and you know, this is one of the players that I know Coon Rapids wants to get going offensively.
Belting working quickly, the 1-1 pitch. Driven towards center, going back on it is Howell. He makes the catch about 10 feet in front of the fence, and there are 2 away.
He got a hold of that pitch, but again, to the dead part of center field, and Howell did have to retreat back towards the wall, but able to make the catch. He got a nice swing on it, but you're going to see just shading back and relatively easy play for him.
Bring up Jared Fearing, third baseman, trying to start a 2-out rally for the Cardinals. Looks at a pitch up high, 1-0.
Fearing hitting .275 as he steps to the plate. And we've talked about him all year, just a freshman, inserted into the lineup a number of games ago, playing third base.
Able to lay off that pitch that died down and away, 2-0.
A tough one to hold off.
Fastball misses high, and Fearing in the driver's seat, 3-0.
Well, you did talk about that Belting did have some walks in that first meeting. Seeing if he can keep him off the base paths.
Fearing taking all the way in, an off-speed pitch is in for a strike, 3-1. Fastball is high, ball 4. Fearing able to get on base.
There's the head coach, Matt Mossy.
We'll see how aggressive he is early with 2 outs. Fearing has some speed on the base paths. Left fielder Sam Halverson gets an opportunity against Belting with 2 out and 1 on. Off-speed pitch hit toward left center and will fall in for a single just over the head of Street at short.
Our Cards looking to get a little something cooking with 2 away here in the top of the first. Nice base hit by Sam Halverson.
First pitch he saw, Belting decided to give him an off-speed pitch. He waited on it. It's not about how hard you hit it. You just got to hit it where they aim. Manders thought about swinging, does not. Called strike, 0-1.
Manders hitting 188 on the season. Great opportunity for him. Try and get above the 200 mark here in this game.
Able to hold off on that changeup that just died down into the dirt, 1-1. Not long ago, it was 85 and sunny, and now the one rain cloud in the metro area is just overhead here at Centennial High School.
Of course.
And a few drops falling from the sky, but hopefully won't affect our ball game here today as Belting gets ahead in the count 1-2 on the called fastball for a strike. Outside, 2-2.
Tough pitch to hold up.
2 on, 2 out, a 2-2 count here in the top of the first inning. Hunter Belting kicks and fires, down and away, a full count.
So now Belting with 2 away. He started off pretty strong, but now 2 away of walking the bases full.
Well, and a chance for Coon Rapids to get the runners in motion with 2 out and a 3-2 pitch. Fearing nearly caught on the go, but able to get back. Nobody guarding the bag.
Fortunately, because he got a pretty good size jump on it.
This one hit well to left center. A diving catch by Danny Howell will keep the Cardinals from scoring in the first. Centennial gets a web gem from center field to end a threat in the first. Their first chance at the plate when we return on CTN.
Wash your hands. Scrub them while you sing the song. Wash. Rub your hands and fingers and the places in between. Using soap and water makes your hands so clean. Wash your hands. Great job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now dry.
Wash your hands for 20 seconds, just like Elmo.
Back at Centennial High School, the Cougars get out of a little bit of a jam in the top of the first inning with a great play from center fielder Danny Howell. It was a well-hit ball by Cardinal shortstop Mark Manders. If it falls, it puts the Cardinals in the lead. It did not. And so no score as we start the home half of the first inning, kicking off the Section 7 4A tournament. Number 2 seed Centennial hosting number 7 Coon Rapids. Cougars put up 9 runs against the Cardinals the first time these two got together this season, but I think they'll have a little bit more difficult time with the pitching today. Rye thought that he got hit by the first pitch. Was down in the dirt. He pitched his bat aside.
Rye, the leadoff hitter for the Cougars.
All right, in front of his left foot.
I don't think it hit him.
I don't think so either. He felt that it hit him. He tossed the bat.
He's hitting 186 as he steps to the plate.
And now after the umpires discuss it, they say no hit by pitch. Fastball from Jack Vlacity in for a strike, 1-1. I was just starting to say, a little more difficult test for the Centennial batting order. Jack Vlacity did not throw against the Cougars the first time. Rye gets a piece of it and fouls it back. Jordan Newpower, the third baseman, is on deck. Xander Street behind him. Danny Howell, who made the great play in center field, is hitting cleanup. Brady Ivory, Caden Kleba, the catcher, in the sixth spot. Will Whalen, Chase Granzow, the DH, and then Brendan Hemmer round out the order. This one, a fly ball down the left field line, dying in a little bloop single in front of Sam Halverson. Leadoff man on base for Centennial here in the first.
That would have been a tough play for anybody to make, as that ball died, as you mentioned, right on the grass in front of him.
There's a look at the defense. Sam Halverson in lefty, and Wynn in center. Antonio Manos in right field. Jacob Powell is at first base. Lucas LeBrant at second. Mark Manders, the shortstop, and Jared Fearing is at third. Ricky Petroff behind home plate. And a bump popped up, caught by Vlacity. The throw over to Powell, not in time, but a failed sacrifice attempt by Jordan Newpower. And fortunately, Rye able to scramble back safely and avoid the double play.
It's really a great job by Vlacity to come off the mound, and he's going to make a play for the ball and be able to get to it.
And I think Rye helped out by his teammates in the dugout, informing him that the bunt was popped up, and he was able to get his head turned around, get back to first base. Fastball down and away to start Xander Street out 1-0.
Street's hitting .333 as he steps to play. A lot of hitters over 300 in this lineup for the Cougars. They've been hitting the ball well all season. Oh, that was close. Nice move over by Jack.
One out, one on here in the bottom of the first inning. No score. Street swing and miss over the top of a breaking pitch. 1-1. Curveball stays high, 2-1.
Jack wants to try and keep that ball low, see if he can force him to hit something on the ground.
This one popped up out of play, and it's 2-2.
Here we go, Jack.
2-2 pitch fouled back out of play. And we'll try again.
Well, Street's doing a good job of just making sure that he gets a piece of the ball, keeping his at bat alive. 2 strikes.
Vinny Rye is the runner at first base. Xander Street the batter. And another 2-2 pitch from Vlacity. This one hit high to left field, over to his right, and now backing off. And that one is over the fence. A home run for Xander Street. The Cougars explode onto the score sheet early in this one.
I don't know if the wind kind of took that ball. Looked like Sam was coming back and was trying to keep track of where it was, and then realized it was going to go over the fence. It's 3:10 down the line here at Cougar Baseball Park.
This one got way up there, and the wind has been moving and switching a bit in the
look at the way
short time we've already been at the ballpark. And then, yeah, he came in
first,
started going back. If he's got another 20 feet of field, he might make the catch still, because it hung up there a long time. Danny Howell digging in and looks at a fastball for a strike, 0-1.
Howell hitting 225 as he steps to the plate. Nice pitch there.
And another fastball down the pipe. Gets Vlasidy in front, 0-2. And a big swinging strike 3, and it's a great way to respond for Vlasidy after giving up the 2-run shot. Comes back and strikes out their cleanup hitter on 3 pitches.
Wind's starting to pick up here at the ballpark.
Brady Ivory, the left fielder, comes up. 2 out now for Centennial here in the bottom of the first. They lead 2-0. And a called strike low on the inside edge. And now down and in, 1-1. Speed pitch misses inside as well, 2-1.
Yeah, Jack's working inside to him. To Brady Ivory, is he trying to keep from extending?
Not sure where that one missed, but called the ball, 3-1.
Looked pretty good from here,
but we have a different angle.
That's true. About a lot of things.
Able to get Ivory swinging, and the count is full. As Vlasidy tries to get out of this inning, get his team back to the dish. This one fouled off. And we'll do it another time.
It's raining. Just a little.
It's your imagination. Softball team is starting its playoffs right now over at Anoka. Cardinals, the number 5 seed, taking on number 4 Tornadoes. A big swinging strike. And Brady Ivory is strikeout victim number 2. And that ends the inning as the wind really picks up here at Centennial High School. We'll take a break. Be back when the game continues. You're watching live. You're watching Section Baseball on CTN. Winston, nice hands. Drives and scores. Back at Centennial High School after a short rain delay, we're back and ready to play baseball. The Cougars with a 2-run home run from Xander Street in the bottom half of the first have themselves a lead in this opening game of the Section 7 4A tournament. Jack Vlasidy fouls one back and out of play, leading off the top half of the second inning for the Cardinals.
Vlasidy hitting 173. And he's another bat that they'd love to get going here in this game.
Stays away from the breaking pitch that moves down and away. It's 1-1. Down in the dirt, relatively easy take for Vlasidy. And he's ahead in the count, 2-1.
Hey, have some fun up there, Jack. Come on, bud.
Fastball just misses, 3-1.
Well, we saw Belting with a little bit of control issues in his first inning.
And that one's up high and a leadoff walk for Velocity as the Cardinals get something started. And they're going to put in Aaron Young to run for Jack Velocity.
That Young speed. Young will be the courtesy runner.
That'll bring up the designated hitter, Patrick Wright. They'll check on Young. He's back in plenty of time. Pretty conservative lead against a left-hander. Belting able to pick off Ian Wynn, I believe it's second base in the first meeting between these two teams. Fastball blown past the swinging Patrick Wright. Gets Belting ahead in the count, 0-1. And another fastball, a challenge pitch from Belting. And he's ahead in the count, 0-2.
Well, good situation for Belting here. That pitch at the letters.
And a check on Young again, and they got him. In a rundown, and he's tagged out.
Yeah, just
Caught him leaning, and good pickoff move.
It's awful tough against that left-hander. You've got to be very
Eventually
careful.
run down in the rundown. Eliminates that leadoff runner. And Belting goes back to work against Wright. Pitch is high, 1-2. And now 2-0.
Little thunder overhead. Big fastball.
Blown past him for a swinging strike 3. And now Lucas LeBrant with 2 outs, nobody on.
Nice pitch there from Belting. Lucas hitting 263 as he steps to the plate.
This one hit relatively well to center, but it's hanging up there for Howell. Relatively easy play, and after a leadoff walk, Belting only has to face 3 in the second. His team leads 2-0 going to the bottom of the second on CTN.
So I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Oh, it's so nice to all be sitting down together. You can tell me something they did today.
I drew a horsey.
Good for you, son.
I started smoking.
I love you too, sweetheart.
I'm selling bongs out of our minivan.
I got a tramp stamp.
I'm getting implants.
I'm dating your brother.
Uh-huh.
I'm cooking meth in the basement.
Great idea, kiddo. That's why you're so popular at school.
I love it. Best hair and mustache in high school baseball right there.
Tyree Kimboy
Yep.
added to the section roster and adds a big smile to the dugout. It's a kid who just loves to play the game.
He's a good kid.
Cardinals trail 2-0 here midway as we start the bottom half of the second inning. Caden Kleba, Will Whalen, and Chase Granzow, the scheduled hitters to face Jack Vlacity. Off-speed pitch, drops in, strike one. Fastball hit to right. Coming in on it is Antonio Manos, makes the catch. And there's one down.
Quick first out for the Cardinals in the field. You see Manos having just to come a little bit towards the line and make the easy catch.
First pitch grounded to second. LeBrant bobbles it a bit, gets it up over to Powell in time for round number 2.
Yeah, fortunately he's able to gather himself and get that ball over to the bag before Whelan gets to the first base bag. Made it a little closer than he needed.
It should have been.
Yep. He's had a tough time finding the handle on that. Just got him.
Designated hitter Chase Granzow will come up with 2 away. First pitch blown past him, 0-1. Fastball misses low, 1-1.
And that didn't miss by much, just below the knees.
Double elimination tournament, so both teams will play tomorrow, regardless of the outcome. Granzow fouls it back, 1-2. If the Cougars win, they will stay here and host the winner of Forest Lake and Duluth East.
Yeah, they're certainly looking to make sure that they stay here. Cardinals want to be the spoiler and say, nope, we're going to get the win.
Well, and I believe if they lose, they'll still stay here. If Coon Rapids were to win, they would still be the higher seed.
True.
So they'll play here tomorrow regardless. Coon Rapids will travel to either Forest Lake or Duluth East.
Here we go, Jack. Nice.
Fastball is down and away, 2-2. Pulled the string a little bit and left it way up high, but Granzow goes fishing. Third strikeout of the game for Vlacity. Still, his team trails 2-0 after 2. We go to the third on CTN.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that? I'm playing with these new face filters. Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. I'm gonna need that back. No. Kevin!
Home fire drills give your family a plan of action. In a home fire, you may have less than 2 minutes to get out. So when you drill, show everyone 2 ways out of the house, pick a safe meeting spot, and get there in under 2 minutes. Then practice home fire drills at least twice a year. You can even make them fun. So everyone knows the sound and exactly what to do when they hear a smoke alarm. Go to ready.gov/fire drill and learn how to prepare your family for home fires.
Centennial Cougars with a 2-run shot from Sanders Street in the bottom half of the first inning lead this section 7-4, a tournament ball game by a 2-0 score as we start the third.
Well, outside giving up that long ball, excuse me, Jack Vlasity's pitched pretty well for Coon Rapids.
Very quick inning in the second. He threw just 9 pitches, 7 of them for strikes, retired the Cougars in order. Fastball called a strike against Ricky Petrov to start the second. Outside, 1-1. This one grounded back to Belting, takes his time, makes the throw. 1 down.
A nice job by Hunter Belting just to make sure, just reached down, got that ball, fielded it. For the retire the Cardinals for the first out of the inning. Brings us right back to the top, Joe Yund.
Ian Wynn, a grounder to first back in the first inning. Looks at an off-speed pitch that's in for a called strike, 1-0, or 0-1.
Hey, have some fun, get some exercise right here, 2-9. Come on, bud.
That one hit about 6 feet in front of home plate. Easy take for Wynn, and count goes to 1-1. This one hit well to right center, and it's over the head of Hemmer. Turning and going for 2 is Ian Wynn. He'll be there standing with a 1-out double.
Ian drilled that ball just to the deep part of right center field, and he jumped on that pitch from Belting, and he's able to stretch that into a double, and certainly just trailing by 2 runs, and a young man of that speed at second base and scoring position, it's a good opportunity for the Cardinals to see if they can at least get one back.
Manos, a pretty well hit ball back in the first inning, but it was fielded by the center fielder Howell. Lays off the pitch up high, 1-0.
That's Ian's 4th double of the season.
Tone underneath it a little bit, got a little piece, but squeezed by Kleba. It's 1-1.
Hey, solid contact here, Tone. Come on, bud.
Belting will step off and keep Wynn honest at second base. And again, he'll step off. So the lead by the runner at second base, getting into the head of Belting a little bit. Curveball called a strike. Belting ahead, they count 1-2.
Yeah, it's a nice pitch to go ahead in the count. With 1 away and a runner at second. This would be a big out for the Cougars here. They could retire Manos.
Foul back and out of play, 2-2, or 1-2. Misses high, 2-2. See, I knew it was going to be 2-2.
Yeah, so
I was just a little ahead of the count.
Yeah, that's all right. That's usually ahead of the game. When always looking like he's a threat to steal a base.
Ryan Street, the middle infielder's not doing much to try and hold him on. A fastball blown past Manos for strike 3. Second strikeout of the game for Hunter Belting.
Yeah, big strikeout there. We talked about that second out is so big here with a runner at second in scoring position, and you see the throw the pitch by him for the strikeout.
Fearing way out in front of the breaking pitch that was in the dirt. Strike 1. That's why they give you 3.
Is that it? You always teach me something.
That is a balk called by the base umpire, and that'll move Wynn over to third, just 90 feet away. So it stays 0-1 as Belting delivers to Fearing. Fastball low. Now it's 1-1.
I didn't see.
I guess he didn't pause long enough.
Oh. Nice pitch
Fearing
there.
again, fooled by the curveball. Yep. And it's 1-2.
Cardinals trying to scratch a run across.
Goes to the fastball, gets the swinging strike. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning for Belting. And the Cardinals leave a runner in scoring position for the second time in the first 3 innings. They trail the Cougars 2-0 on CTN.
This is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom come.
Hi, I'm Ryan Nagasu, 2010 Olympian and bronze medal winner of the 2014 U.S. Championships. I knew I loved skating at the age of 5, and now it's become my life passion. Find your skating passion at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. Classes are available all year round. It could be the place where your skating dreams come true. See you on ice.
Opiates has taken everything and everyone I've ever loved away from me. Everything.
I blew my ankle out and I got prescribed pain pills by my doctor.
If making my detox public is gonna help somebody, I'm all for it. I just wish I would have had a warning.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
But now basking in the sun down the third base line.
And that was a relatively short rain delay we had. There's Jake Howells, head coach for the Cougars. I believe 2019 was his first year as head coach. I think he was coaching in the 2015 as an assistant through that, and then took over the head coaching job. I believe Mike Diggins is also on this staff. Coach Diggins, good friend of ours.
Bunt attempt popped up and runs foul. It's Hemmer trying to catch the Cardinals sleeping.
Well, good
Instead, he'll trot back to home plate, pick up his bat, and resume with an 0-1 count.
Yeah, good thought. See if they can get that leadoff base runner out with the 2-run lead. See if they can stretch it.
Hemmer, the number 9 hitter, the top of the order, awaits for Centennial. This one chopped down the first base line. Waiting on it is Powell. Easily to first for out number 1. That'll bring up Vinny Rye. Rye with a bloop single to left field. And then scored on the home run by Xander Street. See, routine play made routinely by Adam Powell. Or Jacob Powell. Sorry. This one chopped to the right side. Nice play by Lucas LeBrant. And he gets it to Powell for out number 2.
Boy, that was a solid defensive play in the field by Lucas LeBrant. He had to go to his left and dive to get that ball right into the glove, and nice job picking it up, turning and throwing, getting the base runner. See it again as he's gonna take the dive. Got up quickly and threw over Powell.
And Rye quickly down the baseline, made it close. Jordan Newpower attempted a sacrifice bunt, instead popped it up back to the pitcher. Different situation here with 2 out, nobody on. Fastball called a strike at the letters, 1-1.
That pitch had a lot of velocity on it.
Comes back with the off-speed pitch for a called strike, 1-2. Goes back to the fastball, catches Newpower looking. 4th strikeout of the ball game for Vlasidy. Another 1-2-3 inning. He has retired 8 in a row since giving up that home run in the first. Cardinals at the dish to start the 4th after this.
Lance throws deep downfield, but watching behind the defense has the catch, and he is gone.
Great showing in the 100 butterfly. You can't quite catch the leader. And it's hard to throw you for a loop.
No, not when it comes to swimming.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet,
we discover
they're a little bit of a lot of things,
but they're all pure love.
Back at Centennial High School, opening game of the Section 7 4A baseball tournament. Cougars the number 2 seed hosting number 7 Coon Rapids. And they're out to a 2-0 lead as we start the 4th. Hunter Belting. Struck out back-to-back Cardinals to end the 3rd inning. Sam Halverson had a first pitch single his first time up. This one well above the letters, taken for a ball, and now a fastball in to even the count. Got a piece of it, but now Belting ahead in the count, 1-2. Fastball right down the middle, and Halverson fouls it back out of play. Down in the dirt, and Halverson holds off. Works the count back to 2-2.
Able to battle back that point. And nobody out. Good opportunity here for the Cardinals. See if they can get a base runner.
This one ripped right back off of Belting and then bobbled by Newpower at third. And Halverson is on base. I'm going to call it a base hit.
Yep, I think it would have been tough even if he hadn't bobbled it to get him. After it went off the pitcher.
It was behind him a little bit because of the change in direction.
Yep.
And
yeah, right off his glove. Yeah, it would have been a tough play. He would have had to rush it, and maybe that's why he didn't field it cleanly.
Well, if you call it an error, I think you'd have to call it an error on Belting for having a glove on it and not squeezing it. But had he grabbed it, it would have been pretty exceptional because that ball came back at him quick. Belting delivers a called strike, gets ahead in the count, and now checks on Halverson. And
hey, come on, Mark. Hey, square it up.
He's got a good pickoff move. We've already seen it. And the Cardinals being pretty cautious with their leads at first.
And understandably so, but you know, you want to make sure you get a good jump too, make contact with it.
Hey, head down on it.
Able to sneak that one under the bat of Mark Manders and get ahead in the count 0-2. The fastball way high, good grab by Kleba.
Yeah, he had to go up for that. Otherwise, Halverson's at second.
And again, delivers up high, 2-2.
Last time Manders pounded the ball, but a nice play, I believe, it was by Howell.
Correct. A diving catch by Howell. It ended a threat in the first. And again up high, and Manders able to stand in there and get the count back to full. And Belting in danger of losing him and putting 2 on to start the inning after being ahead in the count 0-2. Check on Halverson, he's back in time.
Really has to keep him close. He's got to stay close to that bag, a little closer than he'd like.
Well, even when he delivers to the plate, he does that head turn and checks the runner, so that when he does that in the middle of his stretch, he can come over to first without moving toward home at all, and it's tricky.
It's effective.
But he delivers slow, and now it's 2 on, nobody out for Vlasidy.
Manders with a nice at bat as he's able to work that walk, and opportunity, as you mentioned, for Vlasidy here is Jake Howell's going to take a walk to the plate, talk to his squad, and Hunter Belting, his pitcher.
Make sure everybody's on the same page defensively. I want to settle Belting, his 3rd walk of the game. Vlasidy earned himself a walk, leading off the 2nd inning. Shows bunt and chases one up over his head for strike 1.
He would like that pitch back, or that swing back.
Yeah, if you have to reach for it, pull it back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shows bunt again, got a piece of it, but bunt's foul, and now it's 0-2, and that'll take the bunt out of the equation.
Yes, it will.
Hey, here we go, Jack.
Belton got ahead in the count 0-2 before walking Manders on 4 straight pitches. Now with 2 on, nobody out, and again a fastball high, and
he's been
Lassity lays off 1-2.
He's been up in the zone quite a bit.
Well, and I don't know if either of those pitches would have been strikes.
Right.
If Jack pulls the bat back.
Well, the first one wouldn't have for sure.
Absolutely. The second one I think was up out of the zone as well. That one down in the dirt, but got him swinging for out number 1.
Tough at bat for Jack there. Tries to chase one down low.
Well, and it took him a bit out of his comfort zone.
Yep.
I don't know that he's been asked to bunt more than a handful of times in his entire career. But Patrick Wright now will come up to the plate. 2 on, 1 out. Strikeout victim first time up. Looks at a fastball on the outside edge, 0-1.
Yeah, Belting trying to work out of a jam here. Top of the 4th.
Well, as we talked about, he threw a complete game shutout against the Cardinals the first meeting, and it wasn't from lack of base runners. Cardinals were able to get 5 guys on by walk, had 4 hits, but never able to get them all the way home. Turns and throws to second, and Halverson back safely.
Here we go, Patrick. Head down, drive it. Let's go, bud.
Pitch up high, 1-1. Patrick Wright, a couple of hits against Shakopee last week. One of the last games of the regular season. Had a double in that game.
Well, you could use a base hit right here.
Swings at the fastball, comes up empty, 1-2.
Yeah, he blew that pitch by him. A good situation now here for Hunter Belding. And the count 1-2. We talked about it inning before, that second out at the plate, if you can get it. And you have a couple of base runners.
Lays off the pitch outside, 2-2.
That's a tough one to lay off of. I might have swung at that one twice.
Comes back to the fastball and gets another strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts for the second time in the ball game. He's got 5 altogether here in the 4th. And after a single and a walk, back-to-back strikeouts. And LeBrant hoping he can come up with a little 2-out magic. Up and in, 1-0.
Came close. Yeah, Belting, again, doing a really nice job of getting those 2 outs here with runners on.
Up high, easy take, 2-0. Called strike, 2-1. LeBrant, a pretty well hit ball out to center field.
Yep.
His first time up. Halverson and Manders, the 2 base runners. This one fouled to the backstop, 2-2.
And now you got to protect that plate.
LeBrant calling time as Belting was going into his windup. We'll reset, another 2-2 pitch. This one skied right at the plate. Underneath it is Kleba. No, it's Belting coming in and making the catch himself. So After the first two get on, Belting able to retire the Cardinals in order and maintain the 2-0 lead. You're watching high school baseball on CTN.
Hey, Kevin, you thinking about retirement?
I'd love to, but I'm pretty busy with all this.
Yeah. Hey, let's meet our retirement coach, Avo. A is for taking action.
Not anxiety?
No, Kevin, you're gonna be fine.
You sing?
Barely. V is for variety.
And you dance?
Sort of. Come on. O is for optimize your savings.
Let Avo lead the way.
Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
Nice.
Thanks.
Section 7 4A tournament. Big defensive play in the field by Danny Howell in the top of the first. And Xander Street getting a hold of a 2-2 pitch for a 2-run home run in the bottom of the first. Since then, both pitchers taking control. 4 strikeouts for Vlacity through 3 innings. 5 strikeouts through 4 innings for Centennial's Hunter Belting. Vlacity is retired 8 straight. Xander Street, who will lead off this 4th inning, the home run hitter for the home team.
Oh, that young man right there has pitched a nice ball game so far here for the Cardinals.
Street, Howell, and Ivory, the scheduled hitters. 3, 4, 5 in the order for Centennial. Curveball in the dirt, 1-0. This one hit well to right center. Backing up is Manos. He's there for out number 1.
Yeah, he jumped on that pitch, but and again, it's coming off the bat fairly quickly. It looked like it may be destined to find the green, but it hung up there, and Manos did a nice job because he got out there fairly quickly. Manos did a nice job of staying with it.
Howell, a strikeout victim back in the first inning. Looks at a fastball low, 1-0. Changeup fouled back to Coach Howell over at third base. Showing he's still got the skills. Easy game. Field with 2 hands. Make a good throw. 1-1. And it's low, 2-1.
Well, Jack looking for another efficient inning here in the bottom of the 4th.
Well, in the second and third innings combined, he threw 17 pitches, 14 of them for strikes. Fastball just blown past him. Howell might need a bus ticket to catch up with that one. 2-2.
I felt the wind from over here.
And another fastball swung on and missed. And for the second time, Vlacity erases Howell with a swinging strike 3.
And another big
First
out.
time Howell was kind of the unfortunate recipient of Jack's anger, as he just came up and threw 3 straight fastballs past him to get the strikeout after giving up the home run back in the first inning. Ivory fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. And that's something, you know, Jack's such a mild-mannered young man, but you almost want to get him angry because he pitches really well when he's angry. Another changeup foul to the backstop, 0-2.
Yeah, now great situation again for Vlasic. He's ahead in the count 0-2. He's got some pitches to play with to see if he can get out in another quick inning.
Goes to the fastball, swinging strike 3. Again, back-to-back strikeouts for the 4 and 5 hitters for Centennial. Vlasic has 6 strikeouts through 4. Cardinals trail Centennial 2-0. You're watching the Section 7 4A tournament on CTN.
Jeff Foxworthy here. You know, if you've ever found yourself repeating the same thing for 75 years, you might be Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Well, thing is, there's a lot more to say. Like if you've ever found yourself burning yard debris and then walking away, well, you might be starting a wildfire. So for the love of the outdoors, go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
You just wait long enough.
Ballpark. Pretty much a pitcher's duel thus far, outside of one pitch in the bottom half of the first inning that was put over the left field fence by Xander Street. The pitchers have controlled the tempo.
Well, and the Cardinals have had base runners as well. They've threatened a couple of times. So if they can continue to do this and get base runners, hopefully that's when they can come through against Belton.
Okay, so efficiency, we talk about it. Pitch count, we talk about it.
Yep.
Jack Vlasic in the second inning, 9 pitches, 7 for strikes. In the third inning, 8 pitches, 7 for strikes. And in the fourth inning, 10 pitches, 7 for strikes. Petrov pops up the first pitch, fielded just into the grass by Street, and a very quick first out to start inning number 5.
Yeah, and that's how you know that your pitcher's having a good game. I mean, 6 strikeouts in 4 innings, and obviously that's pretty impressive itself, but the fact that his pitch count is low, that's impressive as well.
Well, through 4 innings, Belting 72 pitches, 41 for strikes. Vlasic 49 pitches, 36 for strikes.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
When you're throwing 75% strikes, yeah, that is impressive.
He's continuing to get strong as this game goes on. So.
Back to the top of the order, Ian Wynn, a double his last time up, but left stranded at third base. Gets himself ahead and they count 2-0.
Yeah, no, it's always typically not the base runner you want if you're Centennial. With his speed and his ability to steal bases and his able to stretch things.
This one popped up in foul territory and it will get out of play. 2-1. Shows bunt, and that pitch was high.
Yeah.
Ian wishes he had taken it back, but
you can see on his face right
instead
away.
It's 2-2.
He wished that.
Not an easy decision to make, even when you know you shouldn't chase up high with a bunt attempt. Sometimes it's hard to get your body not to do it.
Well, sometimes you just feel you can get contact on the ball, and with his speed from that side of the plate, he's got an opportunity to get on base every time he makes contact with that opportunity.
Full count pitch lined through the gap on the left side, and Wynn has his second hit of the ball game.
Yeah, just such a disciplined hitter. I mean, works that count to 3-2, and then slaps a base hit to left field.
Bring up Antonio Manos with 1 out, 1 on. Again, Manos 2 for 3 against Belting, first time up. First time these two faced one another. But 0 for 2 so far today. Trying to erase that 0 for right here. They're going to check on Wynn, and he's back in time. It's such a deceptive pickoff move because he works that head turn into
every pitch.
His pitch as well. Manos would like that swing back.
I was just going to say that. Tone would definitely like that one back.
About halfway through, realized that was the curve, and it was well out of the zone, 0-1.
Well, Ian easily leads the team with 15 stolen bags.
Fastball in for a called strike as Wynn was heading back to the bag, thinking a throw over was coming. And now 0-2 to Manos. Now they'll check on him, and he's back easily. Stays away from the breaking pitch that finished outside, 1-2.
Tough one to hold off of.
Hit it to right. Let's go, bud.
Runner is going. The pickoff is there. The throw in front of him is caught by Rye, and tag applied. Second pickoff of the game for Belting. Now you saw the kind of jump, and Wynn knew just got to try and leg it out. It's a great job of Rye to keep it in the web as Wynn slid through.
Yeah, the throw was low, but he did. He was able to keep it in the leather. That's second out of the inning here.
And then gets the swinging third strike on Manos. And again, the Cardinals get a base runner, but Belting only faces 3 in the inning. Centennial leading Coon Rapids 2-0 midway through the 5th on CTN.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Learn to cough and sneeze with your pal Grover. Step 1. Realize you're about to sneeze. Step 2. Move your elbow toward your nose and mouth. Step 3. Gesundheit. 1, 2, 3. Remember to cough and sneeze into your arm or elbow and not your hands.
It's a gorgeous day now. It's hard to believe we had a rain delay after the first inning.
It's Minnesota.
It was brief, just 10 or 15 minutes, but it was bizarre. It was 85 degrees and sunny, half hour before game time, and then game started. The clouds moved in, and rain started a little bit, and then really windy for a brief period. And we put the tarps on, pulled them back off, and we've been playing ever since. It's a 2-0 Centennial lead as we start the bottom half of the 5th inning. Jack Vlacity delivers a strike to Caden Kleba 0-1.
I think Jack's happy to get back on the mound. He's in a groove, and he's feeling it this afternoon with very efficient innings.
Goes to that off-speed pitch that's been working very well for him this afternoon, and he gets ahead in the count 0-2. And as a batter, when you see that off-speed pitch just drop in like that, you know you got to protect, but then here comes the fastball, and he blows it right past you, and this one is low, 1-2.
Yeah, and again, you want to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and it's a tough one to hold off on, even though it was low.
And there he goes to that delicious curveball.
The delicious
And
curveball.
it gets him swinging. Strikeout number 7 of the afternoon for Jack Vlacity.
Yeah, you see that pitch drop.
Will Whalen didn't waste time. First pitch swinging, grounded out to second base. That was back in the second inning. Looks at a fastball in for a strike, 0-1. Then just pulls the string a little bit, gets Whalen swinging, 0-2. Goes back to the fastball, called third strike. That's 4 in a row for Vlacity, 8 in the ballgame.
And he's doing it with efficiency, and that's the really great thing to see. He's not throwing a lot of pitches, and he's just in control of his game. As you see the call for the third strike.
He's faced 16 batters. He's only been to a 3-ball count once. Stepping on the gas against Granzow and getting ahead of the count, 0-1. Granzow also a strikeout victim first time through. This one popped up and will get out of play. No chance for Petrov to try and track it down, and it's an 0-2 count. First time through the order, Vlacity had 3 strikeouts. Second time through the order, which usually it's a little more difficult for the pitcher, he struck out 5 of the first 7.
Not too bad, not too bad.
Trying to make it 6-8 here. The 0-2 pitch fouled back, and Granzow will stay alive. And there it is. Striking out the side, 5 straight, 6 of the last 7 batters that he has struck out. And he is definitely doing everything he can to give his team a chance to win. We go to the 6th. It's Centennial 2, Coon Rapids 0 on CTN.
Yo, Scott. Hey. I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was just in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how that dog was looking at me?
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, your plumber,
breathe right into your foot,
your plumber's masseuse,
yes,
you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, pre-diabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Beautiful baseball weather as we get into the late innings here at Centennial High School. First game of the Section 7 4A tournament. The number 2 seeded Cougars holding a 2-0 lead over number 7 seed Coon Rapids. Jared Fearing, a walk and a strikeout so far. Looks at a pitch up high from Belting. It's 1-0.
Well, we've seen Belting get into a little bit of trouble here through this game, but unfortunately for Coon Rapids, they haven't been able to produce any runs from it.
1-1 pitch is called a strike at the knees, 1-2. And there we see Belting changing it up a bit and getting Fearing out in front. Second time he's fanned Fearing.
Say that fast.
6 strikeouts in the game for Hunter Belting.
Oh, and he's been playing with that 2-0 lead for quite a while.
Sam Halverson 2 for 2. And first pitch, he's going to make it 3 for 3, I thought. But it was low enough, and Xander Street able to catch it on a line for out number 2.
Yeah, it looked when it came off the bat that was going to get over the head of Street.
Well, all of his at-bats have been line drives.
Solid.
First one was about the same spot, just over the head of Street. Second one was smashed back at the mound, and Belting got a piece of it. But, you know, cutting the ball in half, putting it on a line, making the defense play. Manders a pretty well hit ball to center field back in the first inning, and then it walked in the fourth. Three straight up out of the zone. It's 3-0.
Well, the Cardinals just need base runners. Will certainly be taking, I imagine, on this pitch.
And that one a called strike, 3-1.
We called strike.
Yeah, and I think Manders was trying to sell it. As yeah, you can't take that. That's right down the heart of the
right
plate,
in the middle.
belt high.
Yeah. Hey.
But it kind of bent back into the zone. And he fires a fastball by him and gets another strikeout for his tally. The pitchers continue to control here at Centennial this afternoon. The Cougars back at the plate when we return on CTN.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Or maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Hey, Dad, I need your help asking Jessica.
Since giving up a 2-run home run with 1 out in the bottom of the first inning, Jack Vlacity has been nearly untouchable. He has retired 14 straight Centennial batters, 9 of them by strikeout. And he's done it efficiently, just 60 pitches through 5 innings, 46 of them for strikes.
Yeah, outside that one blemish, he's pitched a gem. And we talked about Coon Rapids have had base runners. In fact, they're out hitting Centennial 4-2, but just haven't been able to score runs, and that's obviously what wins games.
Brendan Hemmer leading off, looks at a curveball, strike one. Hemmer a ground out to first when he led off the 3rd inning. Fastball chopped back up the middle. Backhanded by LeBrant. The throw unable to be dug out. Petrov was there to back up the overthrow, but unable to get Hemmer as he scrambled back to the base. And that's a tough one. LeBrant went an awful long way, fielded it behind second base, hurried the throw a little bit. What do you think, Shapiro?
I think it's a base hit.
Okay.
I think it's a base hit. I think it would have been tough to get him regardless. But nice play by LeBrant to stop the ball and get the attempt and make the throw.
Top of the order, Vinny Wright attempting to bunt, pops it back and out of play, 0-1. And of course, as soon as I mentioned the 14 straight retired, the streak comes to an end starting the 6th inning.
It's your fault, Jan. It was close to being able to retire him at first, even so.
This bunt laid down beautifully, fielded by Vlasity. The throw to Powell at first. Sacrifice successful. Hemmer into scoring position.
Yeah, very well executed by the Cougars. Get that runner in scoring position with just one away. The Cougars trying to pad their lead here as we get late into this ball game. The bottom of the 6th. You see Lassie, no other choice but to throw to first for the out.
And now Jordan Newpower. Pop up and a strikeout. Trying to see if he can help move that runner along and add to the Centennial lead. Fastball, and Newpower can't catch up, 1-1.
Boy, he had some heat on that pitch.
Way high and wide, easy take for Newpower there, 2-1. And again, a challenge fastball that Newpower can't catch up with, 2-2. Newpower, good athlete. He's a leader of the Centennial hockey team as well. Able to lay off that one that misses low, and it gets to be a full count.
Yeah, again, that's just really good patience.
Again, into the 6th inning, just the 2nd time that a Centennial hitter has gotten to a 3-ball count. And a swinging strike 3, strikeout number 10 for Vlasity. Vlasity's velocity causing trouble for the Centennial hitters.
You see,
that was ball 4.
Yeah, that was definitely ball 4.
Easy to see in a slow motion replay.
Coach Mossy coming out to a visit here on the mound with 2 away.
Seems a bit of an odd time with right after you get a big second out.
He
But
had something
want to
needed
make sure
say.
that everybody's on the same page.
Yep.
And just get the out, get back to the at-bat. Cardinals have just 3 outs left to try and even the score or get themselves in front.
I got to get back to the plate.
And Vlacity will be the scheduled leadoff man to try and start the comeback. Maybe that's it. They wanted to talk about the fact that Xander Street is at the plate. He's hit one over the fence to left and pretty well to right. Fastball called a strike, 0-1. Then pulls the string and gets it past him, 0-2. Beware the big bender at 0-2. This one fouled on the first base line.
Keeping that, protecting that plate, making sure you had contact with the ball. And again, another great opportunity for Velocity here. And the count 0-2.
Runner at second base, 2 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Centennial leading 2-0. Xander Street had that 2-run home run back in the first inning. And now battling at the plate with an 0-2 count, fouls another one back out of play. This one skied to short left. Back on it is Manders, and he's able to make the catch and end the inning. So we go to the 7th. Coon Rapids needs 2 to tie, 3 to take a lead. Section 7 4A 7th inning after this on CTN.
In order for us to continue participating in athletics and activities,
we need to work together. Wash your hands often, especially when you're in public areas. If you're sick, stay home.
stay at least 6 feet away from other people, and do not hang out in groups.
Cover your nose and mouth with a mask or use a cloth face covering.
Help keep us in the game.
Please practice health and safety protocols so we can keep doing what we love. Mask up, Rebels.
Tornadoes.
Cardinals. Bengals.
Huskies. Mask up and Oklahoma.
Wash, washy, wash, washy, wash, wash your hands. Scrub it while you sing this song. Wash, washy, wash, washy, wash, wash. Rub your hands and fingers and the places in between. Using soap and water makes your hands so clean. Wash your hands. Great job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now dry.
Wash your hands for 20 seconds, just like Elmo.
Coming in, trying to close it out is Chase Grasnow. Great start for Hunter Belting, went 6 scoreless. Allowed base runners in just about every inning, but keeping the Cardinals from getting anyone that final 90 feet. Grasnow will face Vlacity, Wright, and LeBrant. Cardinals need 2. Either way, both teams will play tomorrow in the next round, a double elimination Section 7A tournament.
Yeah, Forest Lake and Duluth East playing.
Yep, and they will play the winners and losers of this contest. We'll play the winners and losers of that one. Velocity 0 for 1, a walk and a strikeout. Fastball misses low, 1-0.
Here we go, Jack.
Fastball at the belt, evens it up, 1-1. Lay it off, but it clipped the outside edge. Gets Grasnow ahead in the count, 1-2.
Yeah, I think it just got the inside edge.
Here we go, Jack. Confident.
That one a little further outside and taken for ball 2.
Hey, confident swing right here, Jack. Come on, baby, let's go. All you, your moment.
This one's foul, and not a lot of effort there from Coach Mossy.
It's called the nonchalant.
Well, he's just trying to keep himself in the coach's box, I'm sure. Don't want to step outside the lines.
Oh, there it is.
Called third strike as Velocity kept it on his shoulder. He gets punched out by the home plate umpire. And a big first out for Grasnow.
Yeah, it definitely is. Cardinals down to the last 2.
Eight strikeouts in the inning or in the game for Belting. 2 of them against Patrick Wright, who's able to lay off the pitch down and away from Grasnow. And now outside again, 2-0. Fastball in there, called a strike, 2-1. Down and away, 3-1.
I was in danger of getting a base runner, letting a base runner on here down 3-1.
And that is ball 4. Goes all the way to the backstop, and like Wright is going to try and make it a 2-base walk. And they'll bring Jacob Powell in to run for Wright, who has been DHing for Powell. But Jacob's definitely going to get a little more wheels on the base paths. And now we're going to see Parker Roloff, his first opportunity of the afternoon.
Big spot for Parker here. Cardinals have 1 out, trailing by 2, runner on first.
Big spot for a pinch hit.
Yep, absolutely.
Grasnow starts him with a fastball for a strike, 0-1. Another one right there, and Roloff holds off and finds himself behind in the count, 0-2.
Yeah, another nice pitch there from Grasnow.
Now missing low, 2-1, or 1-2. And another one missing low. It's 2-2.
Well, after heading the count 0-2. Giving up a couple of balls here to even it up.
This one grounded to third. New power to Rye for 1. And over to Whalen for 2. A double play ends the inning, ends the ball game. And Centennial moves on with a win in round 1.
Yeah, Cardinals, again, I thought played well. I mean, look at the outing they got from Jack Vlacity and 10 strikeouts, but just the pitch count. It was such in control from the start. Other than that home run ball he gave up to Street, pitched so well. Cardinals had opportunities, Joe. They had base runners out hitting the Cougars 4-3, but again, they just couldn't manufacture the runs to even that score up or try and go ahead. So they are still in, obviously, double elimination, and they will play tomorrow, as you talked about, the loser of Duluth East and Forest Lake.
Yeah, and it could be a situation where Cardinals are traveling to Duluth. It could be a neutral site somewhere in between. We don't know for sure, but we do know that the season is not yet over.
Yeah, and again, they just, well, you talked about it. It's getting base runners, and they've had some issues this season, especially late, for the most part, getting base runners, and couldn't get as many as they needed here, but they did get some, and they did threaten.
And give credit to Belting.
Absolutely.
He raced a couple of base runners in key spots as well, with and picked off a couple of the Cardinals' faster base runners. So yeah, you got to get all the way around and touch the pentagon-shaped base more often than the other team, and that is not the case. A 2-run home run from Xander Street in the first inning. It's the only runs we saw all afternoon, and Centennial takes a 2-0 win. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score from Centennial High School. It's the Cougars 2, the Cardinals 0. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us, continue to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young saying good night.